She went from the free throw line. And Reagan Hagan with 7 points. She was 3 of 5 from the charity stripe for the Falcons here this evening. Excuse me, I had a little technical difficulty right there with the computer. Had to fix it there. Asia Homa with 2 points for the Falcons, and Dalen Muse had 5 points. She went 1 of 2 from the charity stripe tonight. So the Falcons go 12 of 19, 63% from the free throw line. For the Trojans tonight, J.C. Kent with 12 points for the Trojans. She was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Mallory Springer with 4. Jalen Kent with 6. She went 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. Leah Downer was 7, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Riel Miller with 13, 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Bradley Springer, 3 points, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. And Aaron Johnson had 2 for the Trojans. They go 8 of 11 from the free throw line, 73% on the night. Score-wise per quarter, the Trojans won the first quarter 17-2. Outscored the Falcons 15-13 in the second quarter to lead at 32-15 at halftime. Third quarter, both teams put up 11. The Trojans led at 43-26, and then the Falcons would outscore the Trojans 7-6 here in the fourth quarter. Final score 49-33. The Trojans beat the Falcons to open the season. Getting ready to start the boys contest. That'll be coming up next. We're going to take a break here. We'll bring you the boys pregame coming up right after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Nebraska. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Nebraska School Activities Association and the Nebraska State Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We now go live.
The following is a presentation of the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network, KZMC McCook. Listen online at 1021kzmc.com and the 1021 KZMC mobile app. This is high school basketball. Sponsors of the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network include
Acres Equipment of McCook, Amateurs Bar and Grill, Breinig Truck and Trailer, Cambridge Supermarket, Cambridge Telephone, Channel Seeds, Andrew Carpenter, Community Hospital, Crabelli Physical Therapy, Cross Creek Golf Links, Doyle Auto Repair in McCook, First Central Bank, First State Insurance of Cambridge, Foster Sales, Hilltop Seeds, Cali Nelms, Hitch and Hay Public Transit, Hogemeyer Seeds, Honeyman Custom Harvesting, Huxell Seeds, Lifetime Eye Care, Lockenauer Jones Mortuary, Mark's Pharmacy and Shirley K's Coffee Shop, Medicine Creek Family Dentistry, Mid-Plains Community College, Midwest Liberty Federal Credit Union, M&B Bank, NC Plus Hybrids, Marty Schaefer, Nebraska Corn Processing, Pinpoint Communications, Quality Urgent Care, River Valley Services, Runza Restaurant, Samway Floor Covering and Furniture, Southwest Farm and Auto, Stockman's Bank, Taco John's, Tri-Valley Health System, Tri-Valley Medical Foundation, Tromke Construction, Valmont Irrigation, Waypoint Bank of Cambridge, Webb's Oil Field Service, Western Select Genetics, Beck's Hybrids, Morgan Schilling, Community First Bank of Trenton, El Dorado Manor, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Nick Wright, Go Light, Happy's Feed Store and Fuel Center, J Distributing, Jimmy John's, Kinship Point, McCook Lettering, McCook Mechanical Services, O'Brien Electric, Hardy Electric, Red Willow Chemical, Buggles Seeds, Runza Restaurant, Sodtown Sundries, Southwest Public Power District, Taco John's, Tri-State Spring Service Incorporated, Valmont Irrigation, Viera Wireless, and Juanita Crossroads.
with the start of game day coverage. Here's Trent Florham.
Welcome once again to the Taco John's pregame show here on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. I am Trent Florman. Tonight we bring you high school boys basketball between the Hitchcock County Falcons and the Cambridge Trojans. The Falcons went 15-11 last season under head coach Randall Rath. But this season, well, they may start out just a little bit slow and behind the eight ball as their football season just ended last Monday in the state championship game. Hitchcock County will have a good mix in their 13-man roster as they have 3 seniors and 4 juniors who got some experience last year and will lead the way this season. The Trojans, after going 8-16 in Coach Clay Shepard's first year, turned it around last year to go 16-8. They lost 6 seniors from that team, but returned 2 starters in Will Taylor and Carson Tromke. They are looking to get some very good young players to step up this season here in the early going, and Coach Shepard thinks he has 5 or 6 guys that are ready to step up their game. We're going to take a quick break, and when the Taco John's pregame show continues, we'll be joined by the head coaches. It's Hitchcock County's Randall Rath up first here tonight. It's the Hitchcock County Falcons and the Cambridge Trojans, and all the actions right here on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
First State Insurance in Cambridge, your hometown team. First State Insurance is your local resource in Nebraska for the best and most affordable personal, commercial, and farm insurance products. For insurance outside the box, talk to one of their local independent agents. Let First State Insurance be your first choice for insurance. Their agents work with the nation's top insurance providers. As a result, they can offer you more choices, along with personalized service and the convenience of a nearby office. Call or stop by today, 308-697-3835. First State Insurance in Cambridge.
If you already know Juanita Crossroads, you're going to love Crossroads Hardware in Juanita. And get this, it's just across the road. Try Crossroads Hardware in Juanita first for all your home projects. Find fasteners, pipe fittings, plumbing, electrical, pet and food supplies, yard and garden fencing, spray paint and paint accessories. Open weekdays 7:30 to 5:30 and Saturdays till 1. Crossroads Hardware in Juanita.
With more of the Taco John's pregame show, here's Seth Baumert.
Welcome back to the Taco John's pregame show here on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. I am Trent Florman. Joining me now is Hitchcock County Falcon head coach Randall Rath. Coach, thanks for taking the time to be here on the Taco John's pregame show. Only this time it's for basketball instead of football.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Trent.
Hey, you guys, speaking of football, you guys, congratulations once again on that state championship. You just finished up last Monday. Is everybody healed up from the football season and ready to rock and roll here for basketball?
We've got some, we're kind of beat up. Playing physical run through the quarterfinals through that last game, and those last 2 games were very physical. Our last 3 games were, and, you've got a lot of bumps and bruises, but it more than anything, emotionally, physically as well. We let our kids get away, and we kind of had a shoot around Monday. So we haven't really done much, and we know we're going to have to get in shape through games, and it's going to be a little bit of a transition for us here.
Yeah, starting out a little bit behind the 8 ball with that long football season. What were you guys able to do through the summer? I mean, it kind of helps that, you're the coach for both sports. So what were you guys able to do through the summer to get ready for this long season?
Well, we did. We had our camp, and we had some open gym. We have open gym in the morning, but most of all, our kids have worked in the weight room, and we've done a lot of speed and agility drills, and they've done a really good job with that, trying to make them better athletes and more confident. But we also have open gym where kids came in and shoot, and we had a camp for a week at home here. Some of the kids went to some camps on their own, but for the most part, we just did things here in Trent.
Well, you are listening to the Taco John's pregame show. I am Trent Florham, visiting with Hitchcock County head coach Randall Rath. And, Coach, what were some of the goals and expectations you guys set for the season? You got some good players coming back, a good experienced group coming back this year. So after winning that state championship, what are some of the goals that you guys set for basketball?
Well, we're just trying right now to, learn what we're doing. And we're had to change some things through the summer a little bit. And then these kids, we just haven't had time to work on it. With losing Braden Hutto, we ran a lot of stuff through him in basketball, and Colton Hagan, our point guard, and Travis Neven. Those three seniors last year, we did a lot of stuff with them. But the three seniors we have coming back this year played a lot and did a lot of really good things. And we're going to have to play some younger kids this year. And the good thing about it is our seniors are great leaders, and, you know, they'll do a good job of getting us into what we need to do. But, you know, until we really get going, right now we're just trying. We know we've got to go out and defend. That's how we're going to have chances to be competitive in games, because defensively we feel that we should be pretty good. Offensively, it's going to take a little transition to get into that side of the basketball game where we can be fluid and, you know, just handling the ball, touch on the ball, making good moves. That takes a little bit of time, so we're going to have to be patient as coaches with that right now, understanding we just haven't had the time to work on it.
Yeah, like you said, right now, these first few games, you're just going to kind of have to rely on raw, natural talent with these kids.
Yes, yeah, and then the conditioning is another factor, you know, that's going to have to come into play. And it's, you know, it's something. Football and basketball are two really different sports that way. So, again, it'll, you know, that's going to have to come through games for us, because we just haven't had time to get on the court at all.
Well, tonight you're going to take on the Cambridge Trojans, a team that has been able to get on the court, unfortunately for you guys. But what do you know about Cambridge, and how do you guys come out with the W tonight?
Well, you know, I know they're real athletic, and they did lose some kids off last year's team, and it's something where the first game of the year, you just don't know. I know they scrimmaged Lexington, and I'm not even sure what, you know, the outcome of that, but they're gonna defensively, their kids are athletic, going to play well. Offensively, you know, they moved the ball really well last year when we played them, and that's something, you know, we're going to have to keep their athletes in front of us and not let them penetrate. And you know, hopefully we do a good job of that. Their coach does a great job with their kids. I've been really impressed with the fundamentals that he's instilled since he's been there. And, you know, I know their kids are going to play hard, so it's going to be a competitive group of kids.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for taking the time to be here on the Taco John's pregame show. I want to wish you good luck tonight and also throughout the rest of the season.
Thank you, Trent. I appreciate it.
That was Hitchcock County head coach Randall Rath. We're going to take a quick break, and when we return to the Taco John's pregame show, we'll be joined by Cambridge Trojan head coach Clay Shepard, and all the action's right here on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Foster Sales of Bartley sells and services Walker mowers. They have mower styles for everyone, including commercial, residential, even models for municipalities. Foster Sales offers winter Walker service with an oil change, replacing the filters, sharpening the blades, checking belts, fluid, and monitor the wear on parts. Walker also has financing available. Experience Walker Mower with Foster Sales of Bartley. Find them on their Facebook and YouTube pages. Walker Mower from Foster Sales. When you want fast, easy, beautiful mowing. Cambridge Supermarket is a family-owned store offering a convenient one-stop shop where you can find everything you need, from everyday essentials to awesome foods, snacks, and more. They take pride in the spirit of community, and you'll see that when you walk in the store. Cambridge Supermarket is a full-service store that really works hard to provide the best experience possible. See weekly specials on their website at cambridgesupermarket.com and shop the store in person today. That's www.cambridgesupermarket.com.
Let's sit down with a head coach. This is the Taco John's pregame show.
Welcome back to the Taco John's pregame show here on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. I am Trent Florman. Joining me now is Cambridge Trojan coach Fredden. Coach, hard to believe we're here on the first Taco John's pregame show of the season.
Yeah, it really is. It seems like just yesterday we were wrapping up out at Dundee County last February, and now we're back already.
Well, you guys lost a few seniors from last year's team that, you know, had played quite a bit since they were freshmen, and that, you know, Dalton Wood and Cole Feeney, Derek Tromke, and Zach MacArthur, along with Austin Harris and Quentin Shaner. Talk to us about those seniors and how much it's going to mean to miss them this year.
Yeah, they were a really special group. I remember as we finished the season last year, just reflecting on the impact that they had since I've been here. And even before that, their freshman and sophomore year, as I was, kind of doing some math, I think it was about 80% of our production as far as points and rebounds are concerned is gone now. But it's been, a good transition. I think we've had good leaders. Carson and Will have really taken on the leadership roles, and they know what we expect. They've played in big games, and so they're hoping we can pick up where we left off.
Well, what did you guys get to do this summer to help get these some of the new kids back in to the swing of things, regroup the team and get going this summer?
Yeah, we pretty much just tried to take every opportunity to play that we could, whether that was open gym, just in our gym, or getting in team camps. Even if we could only scrape 6 guys together because everyone else had football, we just tried to play as much as we could, get these guys as accustomed to varsity, speed and just what varsity basketball is like as possible. But ultimately, you can only do so much, and tonight will be an eye-opener for a lot of these kids who are playing their first varsity action, especially against a good team like Hitchcock County.
We are listening to the Taco John's pregame show. I'm Trent Florum, visiting with Cambridge Trojan head coach Clay Shepard. And, Coach, you bring back a pretty good core of players, as you said, with Will Taylor, Carson Tropke, Ben Hoberty got quite a bit of experience. What are some of the goals and expectations that you guys set for this young team this year?
Yeah, we, as we evaluated it, like you said, we didn't leave the cupboard bare after last year. We have 2 starters back. Ben played quite a bit, especially early in the season last year when we had some games where we were able to get him in there pretty early. Brody Wood actually played, a decent amount along with Ben in those early games. But ultimately when it came down to it, when they were getting in the game, it was pretty much over at that point. So the biggest goal we have is just to, get all these guys comfortable playing varsity basketball. We're going to have 6-7 guys out there tonight who have never been on a varsity floor in a game that counts. So number 1 goal is just get them comfortable playing varsity basketball. And then number 2 is just to build every single game. When you have a young team like this, we got to take advantage of every practice we get. We got to take advantage of every game that we get just as a learning opportunity. And then, hopefully be competing in the games we should be. And then, just get better every single night.
Well, as you said, tonight you're going to take on Hitchcock County, and you're going to have a little bit of a benefit over them. They went to the high school state championship game, won that, but they really haven't had a chance to get into the gym and start practicing basketball. What do you know about Hitchcock County, and how do you guys come out with the W tonight?
Yeah, it is an interesting situation for them, especially with Coach Rath, coaching both. But, it's probably a good problem to have. If you're in the football state championship game, that means you probably got some pretty good athletes. I know they'll be ready to go. They run a system that the boys are familiar with Coach Rath being there a couple of years now. The big kid, Kisker, number 33, he's going to be tough inside. He was tough last year, and we had some guys who matched up with him a little bit better than this year. And then, at the guard spots, it's a lot of the same kids who are playing on the football field. Gaston is a pretty good player. He hit some shots against us last year. Drew Scott's been playing a lot for him, at least the last 2 years that I've been here. So they're a senior-led team. They also have some younger kids. I know that we played them in junior high last year, and I wouldn't be surprised if some of those freshmen are playing tonight. So it's going to be kind of, a little bit similar to us, a mix of young and old. But they have a really, really solid core coming back.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for taking the time to be here on the Taco John's pregame show, and I look forward to talking to you after the ballgame.
Yep, sounds good, Trent.
That was Cambridge Trojan head coach Clay Shepard. We're going to take a quick break, and when the Taco John's pregame show continues, we'll get ready for the season opening tip-off and all the actions right here on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Brynick Truck and Trailer in Arapahoe is the name you can count on for quality, dependable work for your truck or trailer projects. Brynick Truck or Trailer Repair is your home for truck sales, grain trailer rentals, and automotive or diesel services. No matter the season, you want your truck to be in working, dependable order. So don't delay. Get your equipment ready to run and call Brynick Truck and Trailer at 308-962-7200. That's 308-962-7200. 962-7200.
You don't have to wait in line for your prescription and over-the-counter medications. Stop by Mark's Pharmacy in Cambridge today, and you'll see the difference. Whether you have a new prescription, need a refill, or would like to transfer your prescription, you will be in and out in minutes with your prescription in hand and your mind at ease. We also offer free daily deliveries to many local areas. If you would like more information about how Mark's Pharmacy can save you time and money, feel free to give us a call at 697-3400. Mark's Pharmacy in Cambridge. Like us on Facebook today.
Let's go!
The following is a presentation of the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network, KZMC McCook. Listen online at 1021kzmc.com and the 1021 KZMC mobile app. This is high school basketball on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
Back out to Carson Tromke, makes a shot fake, gets inside, puts a shot up and in. Carson Tromke with 6 for the Trojans. Rebound, Detterding puts a shot up and in. He's going to drive inside, elbow shot, banks it in. Back up top, J.C. Kent. Wide open 3, buries it.
Let's go courtside. Here's Trent Florum.
True Country Radio 1021 KZMC. Trent Florum back here with you along with August Miller back in the studios. It's opening night here for the Cambridge High School basketball teams. The girls got the win earlier tonight, beating Hitchcock County by a final score 49-33. And now we got the boys action coming up between your Hitchcock County Falcons and your Cambridge Trojans. Of course, you heard Coach Rath say, they just played the state championship game last Monday. The rest of the week they had no school. Got a shoot around Monday. No school Tuesday because of the snow. They got to practice Wednesday. But you don't get to practice real hard on the night before a game. So, pretty tough for Hitchcock County. They're coming in basically with one practice here to play the Trojans tonight. Let's give you the starting lineup brought to you tonight by Mark's Pharmacy and Know Your Number. High blood pressure in the United States is a major problem. Nearly 1 of 3 American adults has pre-hypertension. That's blood pressure numbers that are higher than normal, but not yet in the high blood pressure range. Mark's Pharmacy can help you know your number with a quality blood pressure machine in the home to help get accurate results that are sent directly to your doctor. Contact Mark's Pharmacy to learn more and know your number. Now here are tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for the Hitchcock County Falcons, number 4, a 6-foot senior, Drew Scott. Number 5, a 6-foot senior, Keenan Gaston. Number 23, a 6-foot junior, Jackson Unrain. Number 33, a 6'2 senior, Trent Kisker. And number 35, a 5'10 sophomore, Mason Schilke. Head coach Randall Rath, assistant coach Clive Brown for the Falcons. Now for your Trojans. Number 11, a 6-foot junior, Carson Tromke. Number 12, a 6'2 senior, Will Taylor. Those are the 2 returning starters for the Trojans. Number 13, a 6-foot junior, Ben Hoberty. Number 14, a 5'6 freshman, Brady Allmeyer. And number 22, a 6'4 junior, Brody Wood. Head coach Clay Shepard, assistant coach Bronson Wood for the Trojans. And the Amateurs Bar and Grill, I forgot to give you that for the girls. We're going to go with J.C. Kent and Brielle Miller. Kent had 12 points, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, had a lot of steals. Kind of led the team out there as a senior, as did Brielle Miller, the other senior for the Trojans. Just have the 2 seniors on the team. Brielle Miller had 13, also 1 of 2 from the charity stripe tonight. So those 2 kind of led the girls to their victory tonight, 49-33. We'll talk more about Coach Kaylin Hollander coming up at halftime of the boys' game here. So introducing the Falcons right now. They're wearing the all-black uniform. My least favorite uniforms of anybody in the area. They're black with purple numbers. And luckily they're outlined in white, so they're not quite horrible to read, but they're not a lot of fun. Trojans going to be in the all-white tonight with the black numbers that says Trojans across their chest. In fact, I just noticed that the Falcons uniform that says Falcons in dark purple across their chest, not outlined in white. So I didn't even notice that until right now. And I've done several of these games with these guys over the last few years in these black uniforms. So introducing the Trojans right now. Without Markel Mackey tonight, they were really counting on him, his leadership this year. Just a sophomore, but he was in the gym. He shot over 14,000 shots this summer. Yeah, you heard me right, 14,000 shots that Markel Mackey took. He was really leading the way for him. He's really looking to be an outside shooter, but he's got some foot problems, possibly a broken foot. Going to get him back on the floor as soon as they can. Brody Wood, Trent Kisker will jump it up. Falcons going right to left across radio. The Trojans left to right. Both teams set up in a defensive snap here. And it's won by Brody Wood. Will Taylor controls it. Hands it off to Carson Tromke. Trojans going left to right here. Tromke at the top of the key. He's going to go to Will Taylor, left side up high. Back to Carson Tromke on the right. Back to Taylor. Taylor looking inside. Gets it to Brody Wood. Back up to Will Taylor. Now to Carson Tromke. Tromke will dribble over left side up high. Brings Hoberty up top. Hoberty get a look. Kicks it down to Allmeyer. Allmeyer back up to Ben Hoberty. Now Carson Tromke resets the offense. Playing zone defense are the Falcons right now. A little 1-2-2 defense. And this is Allmeyer. Back up to Carson Tromke. Left side it goes to Hoberty. Inside Will Taylor at the free throw line. Right, look back door to Brody Wood. Is stolen away. Picked up there by number 35, Mason Schilke. Schilke gets it off to, number 23. That was Jackson Unrain. Goes inside. Kisker going to shoot and picks it in. Will Taylor's going to pick up the foul. And the Falcons are up early, 2-0. So Will Taylor picks up the first foul of the season for the Trojans. Kisker to the free throw line. Let's thank Mark's Pharmacy and Shirley K's Coffee Shop, Medicine Creek Family Dentistry, Mid-Plains Community College for being sponsors. And Kisker can't hit the free throw, so it remains 2-0. Tromke across the timeline. Now Trojans trying to run a little bit. Hoping that the Falcons aren't in basketball shape. Hoberty, skip pass over to Allmeyer here on the right wing. Back up top to Tromke. Gets it back out to Allmeyer. 3 on the way to give the Trojans the lead. He misses it. Rebound comes down to Mason Schilke on the backside. Schilke bringing it up the floor. Gets it off to Drew Scott here on the left side. Back up top to Keenan Gaston. Right side to Unrain. Back up top Schilke. Left side Scott. Looking around. Gets it to Keenan Gaston. Go inside for Kisker. Stolen away by Will Taylor. Taylor working down the floor. And the Falcons get back. But Taylor drives through and can't get the shot to go. Rebound Trent Kisker. And here come the Falcons on the run. Kisker going to go down. Lays it up. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes down. It's Carson Tromke with it for the Trojans. 2-0 Falcons with the lead. 6:15 left, opening period, just getting underway. Tromke comes right side to Hoberty. Down the short corner. This is Wood with it. Back up to Hoberty. Now Carson Tromke left side to Allmeyer. Allmeyer back to Wood in the short corner on the other side. Allmeyer back to Tromke up top. Will Taylor driving around. Kicks it back up to Tromke. Left side it goes Allmeyer. Thought about the three. Didn't take it. Tromke back to Ben Hoberty. Ben Hoberty on the right wing, back up top to Tromke. Back to Hoberty. Hoberty moving it around, gets it to Tromke, moves it inside. Back out, Allmeyer for 3. Bounces around, got it. And Brady Allmeyer with his first basket of his career gives the Trojans their first lead of the night, 3-2. 5:35 left, opening period. This is number 23, Unrain, gets it off to Schilke. Now to Keenan Gasson, off to Drew Scott. Scott gets to the free throw line, kicks it back up top to Schilke. Or excuse me, that was Unrain. Scott now gets it to Gasson. Now to Schilke on the right wing. Mason Schilke back up top. This is Jackson Unrain. Back to Schilke. Gets it back up top. Keenan Gasson, top of the key. Gasson drives. Kicks it back out. Back up top. Now comes Unrain. 3 from the top of the key. Got it. Jackson Unrain with the first 3 of the year for the Falcons. They lead at 5-3. 5 minutes left here in the opening period. Carson Tromke. Pretty slow-moving first part of the game here. Point-wise. Will Taylor, free throw line. Kicks it back out to Allmeyer. Back up top, Tromke. He'll work to the left side. Gets it to Hoberty. Down inside to Brody Wood. Back out to Hoberty. Back up top, Tromke. A long 3 from the volleyball line. Hoberty gets the rebound, puts it in. A great play by Ben Hoberty. Nobody boxed him out. He was able to tip it away from Trent Kisker. And we tie it up at 5 apiece. 4.5 left here in the opening period. Jackson Unrain, top of the key. Right side, Schilke. Back up top, this is Gaston. Right side, Unrain. Back to Schilke on the wing. Schilke, a man-to-man defense out of the Trojans here. Gaston guarded by Hoberty. And now we got a timeout by Coach Rath. We'll take one with them. 4:17 left, opening period. We're tied at 5. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
See Corbelli Physical Therapy in Cambridge on Main Street to help you get the most out of your life. Hometown expert pain management and rehabilitation services are located in the heart of downtown Cambridge. Come into Corbelli Physical Therapy and ask about dry needling. It's just one of the techniques used for treatment of pain and movement impairments. Learn more by stopping into Corbelli Physical Therapy at 706 Patterson in Cambridge, or call for an appointment anytime to 697-4211. That's 697-4211.
A member of the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
Going back with you live from Cambridge. Bring you the Hitchcock County Falcons in the Cambridge. Trojan Gasson gets it inside to Kisker, and he's going to take it up, and Will Taylor's going to pick up his second foul. Kisker with his second basket, and once again he'll go to the free throw line for the old-fashioned three-point play. 7-5 Falcons with the lead. 4:14 left opening period. And Braden Miller will check into the ball game for Will Taylor. Miller, just a freshman, checking into this ball game. 5'10 freshman. Kisker from the free throw line missed his first one. He misses this one also. Rebound comes down to Drew Scott, though. Spin move, turnaround jumper won't go. Brody Wood with the rebound. Kicks it out to Carson Tromke. Tromke on the wing, going to drive. Gets down to the block, throws a floater up. It won't go. Rebound comes down to Kisker for the Falcons. Throws it up the floor. Drew Scott going to go in. Working against Allmeyer. Puts it up and in. Falcons go up by 4, down 9-5. Carson Tromke bringing it up the floor for Cambridge. Goes left side to Hoberty, back to Tromke. Right side it comes to Allmeyer. Loses the ball. Picks it back up. Short corner here on the near side. Spins, kicks it back up. Ben Hoberty's got it. Inside it goes. Braden Miller down inside. Puts it up off the block and got it. Braden Miller, first basket of his career. He's got 2 points. 9-7. Hitchcock County with the lead. 3:30 left in the opening period. Unrain. Left side it goes to Keenan Gaston. Gaston missed Schilke cutting in. Now Gaston's going to drive. Kicks it back out. Drew Scott for a 3. It's off the back of the rim. Won't go. Rebound tipped around. Gaston kicks it back out. Schilke with it. Out to Unrain for 3 from the right wing. It won't go. Rebound comes down. It's picked up by the Falcons once again. Back to Drew Scott. Trojans did not box out either shot there. Gaston, left side, kicks over to Drew Scott on the right. Now down the corner to Unrain. He'll get a screen from Kisker. Drives inside, kicks it back out. And we're going to have a traveling call on Unrain. 9-7 your score. 3 minutes even left here in the first period. Falcons have a 2-point lead. Trojans have the ball going left to right. Tromke bringing it up the floor. Across the timeline, middle of the floor. Comes right side and stolen away. Drew Scott with it on. Going up and he's going to drive inside and he traveled. And we're going to have a, nope. All 3 referees agree on the travel call. He went up, ran right into a Trojan there. I think it was Ben Hoberty. Came back down with the basketball. Nobody arguing either. Nobody said, oh, that should have been a foul. It was not. It was a good defense right there. Tromke across the timeline, top of the key. Going to work back door, gets it to Allmeyer. Down in the corner, back up to Tromke. Left side to Hoberty. Hoberty inside. Braden Miller kicks it back out. Allmeyer thought about the 3, didn't take it, traveled. Shuffled his feet. Could have got away with that in junior high probably, but not in high school. They're going to call that, especially at the varsity action. Jackson Unrain going to bring it up for the Falcons. Cross the timeline. Top of the key. Going to work to his left. Drives, and Miller comes out of nowhere and blocks a shot. Picked up by Tromke. Good play by Braden Miller right there. The freshman having a good start to his career. Tromke for 3 off the wing. Buried it. Carson Tromke's first basket of the year. Trojans up 10-9, just their second lead of the night. Unrain. Top of the key, guarded by Braden Miller. Goes to Schilke on the right wing. Back up top, Keenan Gasson inside to Kisker. Turnout jumper blocked by Brody Wood. Good defense by the Trojans. That's their 3rd block shot of the night. Carson Tromke on the right wing. Looking back up top, skip pass across over to Allmeyer. It's going to be tipped away and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojans. Not a wise pass right there. You got a lot of speed on this Falcon team. If you're going to throw skip passes, you've got to put some zip on them. Hoberty comes out of the ball game. Checking in is Will Taylor. Taylor already got 2 fouls. Checking in for the Falcons will be number 3. That is Jace Hawkswell. He'll come in and give Jackson Unrain a break. Carson Tromke gets it in the backcourt, back across the timeline, middle of the floor, working top of the key now. This 2-3 defense from the Falcons. Taylor back off to Carson Tromke. Thought about this mile-long 3, doesn't take it, kicks it over to Allmeyer. Down to Brody Wood, short corner, goes inside to Braden Miller. Nice play, Miller back up top. Carson Tromke wide open 3, missed it. Rebound comes down and goes out of bounds. It'll go with the Falcons. Miller probably should have spun and went straight up with that. Kicked it back out to a wide open Tromke and missed the 3. Hawkswell brings it up for the Falcons, comes left side. This is Drew Scott with it. Back up top to Gaston. Gaston works right side, gets it to Schilke. Down inside to Kisker, guarded by Brody Wood. Back up to Schilke. Now left side, Drew Scott gets by the guy, and then Brody Wood blocks another shot. Kisker picks up the rebound, puts it in, though. 6 points for Trent Kisker. Falcons lead it by 1, 11-10, nearing the 1 minute mark here in the first period. Tromke to Will Taylor. Left side, it goes to Allmeyer. Back up top to Tromke. Tromke going to drive. Kicks it back out to Allmeyer. Back up top to Tromke. He'll take the long three. It's off the back of the rim. Won't go. Should have followed his shot. He would have had an easy basket. And now here's a steal by Allmeyer. Takes it away from Hawkswell. Back to Tromke with 40 seconds left in the first period. Falcons up by 1, 11-10. Coach Shepard holds up the signal for one. They're going to play for one shot here unless they get a layup. Tromke back to Allmeyer on the left wing. Back up top to Tromke. Tromke back to Allmeyer. Allmeyer's going to take the wide open three, and he got it. Brady Allmeyer. 6 points for the young freshman. He leads the Trojans in scoring 13-11. Trojans up by 2 with 17 seconds left in the opening period. Hawkswell to Gaston off to Drew Scott here on the left wing. Looking inside, didn't get it. Here is Schilke with the top of the key. Goes right side. This is Hawkswell for three. It's off the back of the rim. Won't go. But rebound, foul for Kisker gets it. Kicks it back out to Scott. Shots on the way at the buzzer. Won't go. 13-11. The Trojans lead it by 2 after 1 period of play. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here with quarter number 2 right after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Growing relationships one crop at a time. Red Willow Chemical.
Getting more from your fields is a hot topic, and for good reason. It's why we offer fertilizer catalysts and biostimulants. Corn trials have been shown to gain over 5.5 bushels per acre, but that's at 1/3 of our competition's cost per acre. Improve your bottom line by enhancing nutrients, crop uptake, and development with Red Willow Chemical. Let's talk.
Red Willow Chemical. Samway floor covering and furniture.
You know what they say, if you don't want to be boring, just change your flooring. Well, actually, they don't say that, but they probably should. Samways has the cure for boring with some of the finest and most durable carpet from Shaw and Mohawk. Plus beautiful designs of LVT, tile, and more. Go from boring to charming at Samway Floor Covering and Furniture, North Highway 83, Macomb.
Samway floor covering and furniture. You'll love this store.
The most coverage lives here.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florin back here with you along with August Miller. Back at the studio. Jackson Unranked. Inbound it for the Falcons. Gets it into Drew Scott. Pushes up and down the right wing. Kisker and Gaston join them three on the floor. Braden Miller, Will Taylor, Brady Allmeyer, Brody Wood, and Carson Tromke. Here's Kisker inside. Brody Wood. He's got to get another one. And this is his 8-point. Kisker has made 4 shots tonight. He's been fouled on 3 of them. He is 0 of 2 from the free throw line, going back for the 3rd time. Let's thank Midwest Liberty Federal Credit Union, MNB Bank, NC Plus Hybrids, Marty Schaefer. And Kisker misses another free throw, gets his own rebound, gets down to the block, shots up, won't go. Rebound 5-4 picked up by Gaston. Brody Wood blocks his shot and gets the rebound. Kisker 0 of 3 on the night from the charity stripe. We're tied at 13. 7.5 left here in the first half. Carson Tromke with the top of the key. Goes left side to Will Taylor. Down to the short corner. Brody Wood back to Taylor. Wood's got to start looking to shoot there. Here goes Tromke. Kicks it back out. Allmeyer for 3. And he can't get that one to go. Will Taylor fights for the rebound, but Kisker ends up with it. Or excuse me, that's Mason Schilke. Schilke, left side, goes to Drew Scott. He's going to drive past Carson Tromke inside. Shot won't go. Rebound spot for it and knocked away by the Trojans. Knocked away from their own guy. And Braden Miller picks this one up. Now he travels. So a turnover on the Trojans. It'll be Falcon basketball. Ben Hoverty checks in. Braden Miller will take a seat. Checking in also is number 15. That's Maverick Webb. As Brady Allmeyer will take a seat. Maverick Webb getting his first action as a high schooler. Young freshman out there to get it in. And this is Drew Scott with the top of the key. Scott, left side to Unrain. Back up top to Gaston. Left side it comes. It's Schilke. Gets it inside to Kisker. Working against Brody Wood. Shots up. Won't go. Brody Wood with the rebound. Kicks it back out. Carson Tromke. Trojans have 3 fouls. The Falcons none here in this first half. Will Taylor on the left wing. Back up top to Tromke. Back to Taylor. Down the corner. This is Ben Hoverty. Nobody looking to shoot right now. Carson Tromke drives inside. Gets it out This is Maverick Webb for three. It's off the front of the rim, won't go. Rebound comes down to Unrain. Unrain pushing it up for the Falcons. Gets it off left side. Drew Scott gets all the way to the top of the key. Goes right side to Schilke. Back up top. This is Gasson. Left side, Unrain. Unrain working against Ben Hoverty. Passes it back up to Drew Scott. Back over to Unrain. Unrain on the wing. Kicks it back up top to Gasson. Right side it goes to Schilke. And now we got a timeout by Coach Rath. See what they do here. It is going to be a 30-second timeout. Let's keep it right here. Bringing some more of our sponsors. How about Nebraska Corn Processing, Pinpoint Communications, Quality Urgent Care, River Valley Services, runs a restaurant, Samway Floor Covering and Furniture, Southwest Farm and Auto, Stockman's Bank, Taco John and McCook, Tri-Valley Health Systems, Tri-Valley Medical Foundation, and Tromke Construction. Bringing you tonight's ball game. Huskers are up 2-0, and volleyball in the NCAA tournament gets underway. So good luck to Nebraska. We could use a little luck right now. The way everything's going for the football team, I'll tell you what. One bad thing after another seems to be happening to the Huskers right now.
My mom was really sick, and
including the loss of several really good players.
At Cobalt.
And Unrain to inbound it for the Falcons. Gets in the backcourt to Schilke. He'll bring it back across the timeline. Guarded by Maverick Webb. Hands it off to Drew Scott. Back up top, Gaston. Back to the right side, Unrain. Goes inside for Kisker. Working against Brody Wood. Shots up and in. Kisker has 10 points. 10 of the 15. The Falcons, 5:54 left. Falcons up by 2, 15-13. Tromke, left side, goes to Ben Hoverty. Hoverty spins, gets to the free throw line. Jumpers up and in. Ben Hoverty makes his first shot or second shot of the night. He's got 4 points. It's tied at 15. Hoverty a perfect 2 of 2 right now shooting. Unrain gets it off to Gasson. Inside it goes to Kisker. Kisker working against Brody Wood. Shots up, won't go. We got a whistle and a foul. Wow. The guy at half court called this when there was 2 guys down underneath. Tromke picks up his first foul. That is the 14th foul on the Trojans. I missed one somewhere. So I have 2 on Will Taylor and that one there. And Kisker misses a free throw. He's 0 of 4 right now from the free throw line. Yeah, I believe Brody Wood fouled him last time he made the basket. That's right. Kisker. And he finally hits the free throw. He's 1 of 5. He's got 11 points. 1 point lead now for the Falcons, 16-15. Tromke working across the timeline. Looking to the right side for Webb. Can't find him. Gets it to Hoverty on the left. Inside to Will Taylor. Taylor drive. Kicks it back out to Maverick Webb. Back up top, Tromke. Tromke over to Hoverty. Inside to Will Taylor. Taylor moving again. Has it stolen away, but he picks it back up. Tries to throw it over to Tromke. It's going to go in the backcourt, and it'll be an over and back. Taylor had a pretty good summer. Right now, the Trojans looking a little rusty. 16-15, you thought it'd been the Falcons looking that way. Both teams looking pretty rusty, though. Here's Unrain with the top of the key, guarded by Hoverty. Goes to Schilke on the right wing. Schilke back up top to Gaston. Gaston trying to work against Will Taylor. Kicks it back out. This is Schilke. Now to Unrain, top of the key, back to Schilke on the wing. Schilke comes back up top to Gaston. Nowhere to go. Oh, he traveled and got away with it. Tromke goes inside. Kisker working down the lane. Missed a shot. Rebound, Brody Wood. Out to Tromke. Trojans trying to get on the run now. Gets it down to the right wing. Tromke going to work back to the top of the key. Goes left side to Maverick Webb. Down to the short corner, Brody Wood. Wood back out to Webb. 3 on the way. Off the rim, won't go. Rebound comes down to Gaston. Gaston working it down the floor. Kicks it back up top. This is Unrain. Goes to Schilke on the right wing. Back up top to Gaston. Left side it comes to Drew Scott. Back up top, Unrain. Right side, Schilke. Schilke back up top to Gaston. Gaston to Drew Scott on the left wing. He'll work inside. Kicks it back out. Unrain for 3. It's off the back of the rim. Won't go. Maverick Webb will run down the rebound. Throws it off at Kisker. And then able to get back on it. We're going to have a jump ball, and it will belong to the Trojans. That was good hustle by Maverick Webb right there. Webb's grandparents sitting right here to the right side of me. Saw Mom and Dad in attendance earlier, further down to the left side. Will Taylor inbounds it into Carson Tromke. We just went under the halfway mark, gone out of the second period. 16-15, Hitchcock County with the 1-point lead. Tromke over to Will Taylor on the left side up high. Loses the ball. Picked up by Schilke. Schilke bringing it up the floor. Almost had it stolen away by Wood. And now it is stolen away by Allmeyer. Brady Allmeyer checked back into the ball game. Bringing it down the floor. Gets inside to the free line. Down the lane he goes, and he has a block. Carson Tromke picks up the loose ball, though. Looking back up top. Finds Will Taylor, top of the key. Left side it goes to Hoverty. Hoverty inside to Brody Wood. Wood down the lane. Left-handed jumpers up. Won't go, but he's fouled. I believe it's going to be on Kisker, and he'll send Wood to the free throw line. Yep, Trent Kisker picks up his first foul. St. Valmont Irrigation, Bureau Wireless, Waypoint Bank of Cambridge, Webb's Oil Field Service, and Western Select Genetics. Lance Shiflett and Wood missed the free throw. Off to the right side. 16-15, he can tie it up here with 3:27 left in the first half. Brody Wood at the free throw line to tie it. It goes off the back of the rim, then comes down, can't get it to go. Will Taylor with the rebound, puts it up, it won't go. Rebound comes down to Trent Kisker. Kisker quickly up the floor. Going to run into Carson Tromke, then just throws it away. Was expecting Unrain to keep going. He did not. Unrain stopped at the wing, and Kisker threw it to nobody. 16-15, Falcons lead at 3:18 left in the opening half. Trojans with the ball coming left to right. Carson Tromke. Trojans in the all-white. Tromke gets it across the timeline, gets picked up. Now he's going to drive. Gets to the free throw line. Jumper won't go. Rebound, Will Taylor. He loses the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Taylor struggling tonight. Checking into the ball game will be number 12, Jack Baker for the Falcons, a freshman, checking in for Hitchcock County. Schilke will bring it up the floor for the Falcons. Gets it off to Drew Scott. Back up top, Gasson. Right side it goes to Baker. Baker back up top to Schilke. Left side it comes to Drew Scott. Back up top, this is Gaston. Gaston goes right side to Baker. He's guarded by Hoverty. Get it back up to Schilke now. Back in. Here's a steal by Ben Hoverty. They try to get it back to Baker. Hoverty down the lane. Can he remain perfect on the season? He puts a shot up and in. Ben Hoverty's 3 for 3. He's got 6 points, and he's going to go to the free throw line for an and one. Jack Baker picks up his first foul of his high school career, the freshman. 5'9" freshman for Hitchcock County. Hoverty has given the Trojans a 1-point lead. Can he make it 2 with the end one? Free throw on the way. It rolls around, won't go. Rebound comes out to Will Taylor. He puts it up and misses it. And now we got a foul on Brody Wood, and that's a silly reach foul. Clear at the other end of the floor. Brody Wood's going to pick up his second. 17-16, Trojans with a 1-point lead. 2:34 left here in the first half. Schilke gets it in, and it's almost thrown away by Tromke on the inbound. Drew Scott able to secure it, though. Scott hands it off to Unrain, working against Hoverty. Gets it down the left corner. This is Schilke down inside to Kisker. He puts it up and in. Kisker, the hot hand, he's got 13 for the Falcons. 13 of their 18. And if it wasn't for him, they would only have 5 points right now. Carson Tromke working up high on the right side. Gets it off to Hoverty down the corner. Will Taylor back up to Hoverty on the wing. Goes back to Tromke. Tromke back to Hoverty on the left wing. Down the corner, Will Taylor. He'll take the three. And Will Taylor got it. His first basket of the season. Drills the three out of the far corner. 20-18, Trojans up by 2. Unrain goes right side. This is Schilke with it. Back up top, Gaston. Left side it comes Drew Scott. He's going to drive. Runs into Brody Wood. Shots blocked. And it's going to go out of bounds. It'll stay with the Falcons. And Allmeyer had a chance to save that. And that's what Coach Shepard's telling him right now. You got to realize that would have been our ball if you'd have saved it. So box set coming here. No, Falcons are going to line everybody up on the opposite line. And Unrain's going to try to get it in. Gets it into Kisker, knocked away by Brody Wood. And they thought it went off Kisker's hand. So did Coach Shepard. They're going to say it saves, but the Falcons. So Unrain will inbound it now off the far corner on the baseline, or on the sideline side. Trying to get it in. Can he get it into somebody? He finds Schilke up top. Schilke guarded by Allmeyer. Back to Unrain. Now gets it back to Gaston, top of the key. Goes back to Schilke on the right wing. He's going to dribble up top of the key. Trying to find Unrain. Can't get it to him. Gets it to Drew Scott. Back up to Unrain. Right side, up high, guarded by Hoverty. Back to Schilke. Hoverty playing some really tough man-to-man defense here. Back to Unrain. Hoverty will be all over him. And he's going to try to drive. Gets inside, lays it up. It won't go. Rebound spot force into the hands of Keenan Gaston. He puts a shot up. It won't go. Carson Tromke with the rebound. Trojans still with a 2-point lead, 20-18. 1:09 left here in the first half. Tromke comes to Allmeyer here on the right side. Back up top to Tromke. He's going to go left side to Hoverty. Now down to Will Taylor in the corner. Back up to Hoverty. Overdy working around at the free throw line. Spins, gets it back out to Tromke. Tromke top of the key. A man-to-man defense now from the Falcons. Back to Overdy, down to Will Taylor. 43 seconds left in the first half. Wood has it inside. He has it knocked away. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojans. Down here on the baseline, just about short corner out. We're going to have a timeout by the Trojans here with 39.1 left in the first half. It's 20-18. Cambridge leads Hitchcock County. And we'll be back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Tri-State Spraying Services Incorporated. Farmers helping farmers. Located in Stratton, but they service the Tri-State area. Southwest Nebraska, Northwest Kansas, and even Eastern Colorado. Tri-State Spraying Services is a transparent, family-owned chemical seed fertilizer and agronomy company for both aerial and ground applications. Call Rob Cleason to learn more today at 308-350-8488. That's 350-8488 for Tri-State Spraying Services Incorporated. Farmers helping farmers.
Southwest Nebraska's sports leader.
MC Trent Form back with you along with August Miller at the studio. Carson Johnson trying to get it in for the Trojans. Finds Ben Hoberty way up top by the half-court line. 35 seconds left now in the first half. Trojans lead it by 2, 20-18. Man-to-man defense out of the Falcons. Tromke has it. Guarded by Unrain. He's going to drive. Kisker stops and gets it to Allmeyer on the right wing. Back up top to Hoberty. Now to Tromke here on the right wing again. Tromke resets it. 20 seconds left. Trying to get something going here. They get it to Will Taylor. Taylor drive. Gets inside. Spins. In the middle of the lane. Turnaround. Jumpers up and in. Will Taylor with his 5th point of the night. 22-18. 5 seconds left to get it up to Scott. Scott to the elbow. Puts a shot up at the buzzer. It won't go. Rebound comes down to Brody Wood. And that's going to end the first half. 22-18. Cambridge up by 4 at halftime. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here with your Hogemeyer Seeds halftime show. We'll have Coach Kaylin Hollander with us when we come back right after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Is your commercial and industrial heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration equipment not running the way it used to? Are you worried about the lifespan of equipment your facility relies on? I'm Mark Griffin with McCook Mechanical Services, and I'm a firm believer in preventative maintenance. Call me today to discuss how to improve the lifespan of your equipment. 737-9315.
Commercial heating, refrigeration, and air conditioning. McCook Mechanical Services. Get the good stuff.
Southwest Farm and Auto Supply, your local Napa dealer in Cambridge, Curtis, Eustis, and McCook, is a proud sponsor of local high school athletics and academic programs. They are your go-to source for Napa lubricants and filters. So remember the name you can count on when you need it now. Southwest Farm and Auto in Cambridge, Curtis, Eustis, and McCook.
Napa. Get the good stuff. Why is Taco John's new Valuist menu nothing like other value menus? Because it's the baconiest, steakiest, most deliciousest value menu ever. It's also the chicken bacon guac street tacoiest and the cheesy bacon ranch loaded potato oleiest for only $1, $2, or $3. And now try our new spicy steak and potato griller for $3, or our smooth cold brew coffee in vanilla or mocha for just $2. The new Valuist menu is better than the restest. Only at Taco John's. Download our app for exclusive deals.
See Corbelli Physical Therapy in Cambridge on Main Street to help you get the most out of your life. Hometown expert pain management and rehabilitation services are located in the heart of downtown Cambridge. Come into Corbelli Physical Therapy and ask about dry needling. It's just one of the techniques used for treatment of pain and movement impairments. Learn more by stopping into Corbelli Physical Therapy at 706 Patterson in Cambridge, or call for an appointment anytime to 697-4211. That's 697-4211.
Listen online at 1021kzmc.com and on the 1021 KZMC mobile app.
True Country Radio, 1021 KZMC. Trent Form back here with you, along with August Miller back at the studio. And somebody hit right in the bullseye there, doing the Chuck a Duck thing here tonight. And there's a couple in the bullseye, but one right directly in the middle. This is your Hogemeyer Seeds halftime show. Hogemeyer Seeds halftime show brought to you by Hogemeyer's, raised local, raised right here. You can contact Bonnie Hansen in Binkham in the North 40 at Oberlin, Moline Seed in Fence in Gothenburg, Frack Seed in Norton, Bow Seed in Orleans, and, of course, Extreme Ag right here in Cambridge, Nebraska at 308-440-2652. Hogemeyer Seeds, the right seed for right here. And as I said, I am Trev Foreman. I'm joined now by Cambridge Trojan head coach Kaylin Hollander. And, Coach, good way to start your career. Are you thinking about retiring so you just remain perfect now?
I might as well.
Trojans get the win tonight, 49-33 in the girls' action. And you guys played pretty well tonight for a first game.
We did. We played very well. I was really ecstatic the way we came out and got going and playing our game.
Yes, and you moved the ball well. I thought the whole night. You could tell towards the late third quarter, early fourth quarter that maybe the legs aren't quite there just yet, but you still moved the ball well.
Yes, our legs got a little tired tonight, and also we only had one practice this week between weather and the other events going on at the school. So it was a little less conditioning than normal this week. So
yeah. So defensively, I thought you played well defensively, too. You guys had quite a few steals. Leah Downer did a good job. Her and J.C. Kemp both had quite a few steals tonight.
Yes, they did. We're hoping to steal the ball as much as we can and just play that simple game of stealing it and go shooting layups.
And was it surprising to you that your two seniors were your leading scorers tonight?
No, I figured they'd come out, and I was really hoping they'd come out really strong like they did, so then our underclassmen can just kind of follow that.
And I got some freshmen into the ballgame. Mallory Springer, I thought, played well tonight.
Yes, she's kind of my defensive threat, and she's come a long ways, and I'm really excited to watch her grow this year.
And it's kind of neat to see the Springer sisters playing together. I don't know if they think it's so neat, but I think it's pretty neat.
I think it's really neat because they have this kind of connection that most kids don't. They always know where each other are, or they can say one word and they know what each other means, which is nice.
Yeah, so you got the Kent sisters, you got the Springer sisters, and kind of a sister act going on.
Yeah, we got all kinds of family out there.
So tonight you guys got the win against Hitchcock County. Tomorrow night, Juanita Palisade coming to town. Talk to us about Juanita Palisade, what you know about them. How do you guys continue this win streak?
They'll probably come out and press us. They normally do. I'm expecting kind of the same thing as tonight. As long as we come out and play our game, I think we'll be just fine. I'm not too worried about it.
Well, that's good to have the coaches not worried about it. Well, Coach, congratulations on the win. Way to start the career, and good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
That was Cambridge Trojan head coach Kaylin Hollander. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with more of your Hogemeyer Seeds halftime show, give you the stats here for the first half, and get ready for half number 2 right after this on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
The loss of a loved one is undoubtedly the hardest times we face in our life. Let the caring and experienced professionals at Lockenauer Jones Mortuary support you through these difficult times. They offer a range of personalized services. You can count on the caring staff of Lockenauer Jones to help you plan a personal lasting tribute to your loved one. Call Jim today and let him help you make the many decisions that need to be made during this difficult time. Lockenauer Jones Mortuary, family owned and operated. 308-697-3838.
Hi, I'm Callie Nelms with Hilltop Seats. Everyone knows it's pretty rough out there. I mean worse than a 1-ton down a washboard road. Rough. From wildfires to no rain, it's definitely been a challenging year. But before we set sights on 23, let me just say thank you for supporting Hilltop Seats and my family. Now is the time to pray for rain and game plan for a better 2023. Hilltop Seats. Success from the ground up.
Foster Sales of Bartley sells and services Walker mowers. They have mower styles for everyone, including commercial, residential, even models for municipalities. Foster Sales offers winter Walker service with an oil change, replacing the filters, sharpening the blades, checking belts, fluid, and monitor the wear on parts. Walker also has financing available. Experience Walker Mower with Foster Sales of Bartley. Find them on their Facebook and YouTube pages. Walker Mower from Foster Sales. When you want fast, easy, beautiful mowing.
Your vision source. Lifetime Eye Care.
It's easy to forget about your eyes. They supply a steady stream of emotion directly to your soul. After all these years, you've just gotten used to all they do for you. Stop taking your eyes for granted and take them to Lifetime Eye Care. Visit the experts who not only care for your eyes, but care for the people behind them.
Your vision source. Lifetime Eye Care.
Your local sports authority is the HFRSN.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florin back here with you, along with August Miller, back at the studios in Cambridge, or excuse me, in McCook. Now, she's not at the studios in Cambridge. They don't have studios here. But we're here in Cambridge. She's back at the studios in McCook doing a fabulous job, as always. You got to appreciate all the board ops we got back there. They just do a fabulous job. Let's give you the first half stats. First, I'll tell you, this is your Hoegemeyer Seeds halftime show. Tonight's show, halftime show, brought to you by Hoegemeyer's. Here's to the locals raised right here in the Western Corn Belt. We help them grow stronger. Learn more about the right seed from your local dealer, Monty Hansen in Binkelman, the North 40 in Overland, Kansas, Moline Seed and Fence in Gothenburg, Nebraska, Frax Seed in Norton, Kansas, Bose Seed out of Orleans, Nebraska, and, of course, Extreme Ag right here in Cambridge, Nebraska. 308-440-2652. Hoegemeyer Seeds, the right seed for right here. First half stats, first of all, for the Hitchcock County Falcons. Drew Scott with 2 points, Jackson Unrain with 3, and Trent Kisker with 13 for the Falcons. They have 18 points here in the first half. Foul-wise, Jack Baker has 1, and Trent Kisker had 1 for the Falcons. Kisker is 1 of 5 from the free throw line. That's the only free throws that Hitchcock County took. They are 20% in the first half. For the Trojans, they have 3 points out of Carson Tromke, 5 points out of Will Taylor. Ben Hoberty is one of the leaders with 6. Brady Allmeyer also with 6. Hoberty is 0 of 1 from the free throw line. Brody Wood 0 of 2 from the free throw line, and Braden Miller with 2 points for the Trojans. They go 0 of 3 from the charity stripe, 0% in the first half. Foul-wise, Carson Tromke with 1. Will Taylor and Brody Wood both have 2 for the Trojans. 22-18, Cambridge leads it here as we get ready to start the second half. It'll be the Trojans with the ball to start quarter number 3. They're going left to right across, excuse me, they'll go right to left. It'll be the Falcons with the ball here to start the second half. So Falcons will go left to right wearing their black jerseys, the purple numbers outlined in white. And it says Falcons in a dark purple across their chest. The Trojans with the white uniforms, black numbers, and it says Cambridge in black outlined in orange across their chest. Jackson Unrain, Trent Kisker, Keenan Gaston, Mason Schilke, Drew Scott out there for the Falcons. Ben Hoberty, Carson Tromke, Will Taylor, Brady Allmeyer, Brody Wood out there for the Trojans. Into Kisker right away. Kisker goes down underneath, blocked from behind by Carson Tromke, but Kisker gets it back away from Brody Wood. Tries to throw it in, is off the foot of Ben Hoberty, picked back up by the Falcons. Keenan Gaston back up top to Scott. Now over to Schilke, back to Scott. Working up top, working against Tromke, drives the lane. Tromke blocks him from behind. Now they're going to call Tromke for the foul, and that's going to be his second. A very late whistle right there. Second personal foul against Tromke, first team foul of the second half. And that'll send Drew Scott to the free throw line. Falcons are 1 of 5 from there tonight and make it 2 of 6. Scott with his third point, trying to tie this ball, or trying to bring him back within 2 now. It's 22-19. So Scott back at the free throw line. Puts a shot up. It's off the back of the rim. Won't go. Brody Wood with the rebound for the Trojans. Quickly out to Carson Tromke. Tromke down. Gets inside the baseline. Puts it up at the block. Shot won't go. Brody Wood at the rebound. And he's knocked to the floor, but loses the ball. It's picked up by Drew Scott. Quickly down to the left wing. Back out to Mason Schilke. Back to Scott. Takes the 3 from the wing. Tried to tie it. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Ben Hoberty. Hoberty out to Tromke on the outlet. He'll bring it across the timeline right side of the floor. Trojans want to start running. Down to Allmeyer now, back up to Tromke. Working up top on the right side. Gets to the wing. Kicks it back over to Ben Hoberty. He'll get into the free throw line. Kicks it out to Will Taylor. Thought about the 3. Takes it back up to Hoberty. Back to Tromke. Tromke. Back to Hoberty. Back to Will Taylor in the left corner. Taylor back up to Hoberty. Working on the wing. He'll dribble. Gets into the free throw line. Turnaround jumpers up. And he got it. Ben Hoberty, a perfect 4 of 4 on the night. He's 0 for 1 from the free throw line, but he's 4 of 4 from the field. He has 8 points, and the Trojans lead it by 5. Schilke on the right wing. Gets it back up to Keenan Gaston. Gaston, left side, it goes to Scott. Back over to Unrain. Now back to Schilke on the right wing. Back up top to Gaston. Goes inside for Kisker. Throws it away. And it's going to be Trojan basketball on the turnover. Tried to throw it to Kisker. Kisker broke the wrong way. Went over the top of Brody Wood. Into the ball game comes number 3. That'll be Jace Hawkswell coming in for Unrain. Tromke will bring it across the timeline, talking to Coach Shepard as he does. Goes left side to Hoberty. Hoberty's going to get inside, kicks it out to Taylor. 3 from the corner. It's lost too hard. Allmeyer with the rebound, kicks it back out to Tromke. He'll take the 3. Buries it. Carson Tromke with his second three of the night. He's got 6 points. The Trojans go up 27-19. Trojans on a run right now. Coach Rath wants to take a timeout. We'll take one with him. 6:12 left in the third. 27-19. Trojans are up back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Problems with how your vehicle drives? Take it to Doyle Auto Repair, the area's alignment and suspension specialist. From the simple tire and oil change service to the most complex automotive diagnosis, you can rely on Doyle Auto Repair of McCook to fix it right. Make your appointment today. Call the professionals at Doyle Auto Repair, 308-345-4233. That's 345-4233. Or drive or tow your woe to Doyle Auto Repair at 105 West 8, McCook. Doyle Auto Repair.
Southwest Nebraska's sports leader is the HFRSN.
True Radio 102.1 KZMC. I'm Trent Florham back here at Cambridge. Got August Miller back at the studios and the cook doing a fabulous job. Let's thank Beck's Hybrids, Morgan Schilling, Community First Bank of Trenton, Eldorado Manor, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Nick Wright, Go Light, Happy's Feed Store and Fuel Center, J Distributing, Jimmy John's, Kinship Point, McCook Lettering, O'Brien Electric, and Party Electric for being sponsors here tonight. Falcons have the ball going left to right across your radio dial. They trail 27-19 to the home team Trojans. This is Scott, goes left side to Schilke. Now right side, this is Hawkswell going inside for Kisker, working against Brody Wood. Back out to Hawkswell. Now gets it off to Scott. Over to Schilke. Schilke back up top to Gaston. Gaston right side to Hawkswell. Goes back up to Drew Scott. They lob it inside for Kisker. Kisker working down underneath the block. Going to go up. He misses a shot. Rebound comes down. We're going to have a jump ball, and it'll belong to the Trojans. Good job by Brody Wood. Getting the tie up there. 27-19. Trojans lead. 5:46 left in the third. They have the ball going right to left across your radio dial. Tromke will bring it up. The Falcons fall back into their trapping defense. Tromke breaks a double team. Kicks it out to Allmeyer. Three from the corner. Brady Allmeyer with 9 points. He leads the Trojans. And the Trojans are up by 11 now, 30-19. Schilke, left side, it goes to Drew Scott. Back up top to Gaston. Gaston comes right side to Hawkswell. Knocked away by Ben Hoberty, but Hawkswell gets it back. Schilke, left side to Drew Scott. Scott going to drive, going to have an easy basket. Drew Scott has 5 now for the Falcons. Breaks the scoring drought right there. It's 30-21, excuse me. It's been an 8-3 run here for the Trojans. They were on an 8-1 run before that. Tromke out to Hoberty. Hoberty, free throw line. Back to Tromke. Working on the left side. Up high goes to Allmeyer on the right. Back to Hoberty. He's going to take the three from the right side. Ben Hoberty misses it. Rebound comes down. It's picked up by Gaston for the Falcons. Kicks it out. Drew Scott almost got thrown away by Hoberty. And he does. He loses it out of bounds. Oh, nobody. They didn't call it. And Coach Shepard is really angry over there. They missed that one. They dribbled it on the line twice. Drew Scott with it left side up high. Going to hand it off to Schilke. Schilke goes back to left side to Scott. He's going to try to drive, working against Tromke. Turnaround jumper, won't go. Rebound comes down to Brody Wood. A nice box out by Brody. Out to Carson Tromke on the outlet. He's got it on the right wing. Working out there. He's going to take the three. It's off the front of the rim, won't go. Rebound's tipped around. His spot for it is picked up by Hawkswell for the Falcons. Hawkswell gets it off to Schilke. Up the floor comes Drew Scott. Going to try to drive, gets into the lane, puts a jumper up, won't go. Rebound comes down. Gaston, his first shot of the night, won't go. Rebound comes down to Will Taylor. Gets it out to Carson Tromke. Tromke might have got away with the carry right there. Tromke gets inside. Kicks it back up top. This is Will Taylor, top of the key. He's going to drive down the right side. Gets fouled by Kisker. Are they going to call this on the floor or is he shooting? They're going to call it on the floor. Kisker picks up his second foul. First team foul. Both teams with one here in the second half. Carson Tromke will inbound. It'll be a box set out of the Trojans. Jackson Unrain back into the ball game, and Hawkswell will take a seat for the Falcons. Tromke trying to get it in. Going to throw it up top. This is Will Taylor with it. Taylor back to Tromke on the left side. He's going to take the three from the wing. Off the rim, won't go. Rebound's tipped around and saved by Will Taylor into the hands of Ben Hoberty. Back over to Brody Wood. Wood working against Kisker. Gets inside, puts a shot up, won't go. Wood tips it around, and Kisker's going to come down. Nope, we're going to have a foul. It's going to be on Wood. It's going to be his third. Second team foul on the Trojans, one on the Falcons here in the second half. 30-21 your score. Trojans lead it. 3:40 left in the third period. Schilke working up the floor. Gets it off to Drew Scott here on the right wing. Down to Unrain in the corner. Going to dribble back up to the wing. Gets a screen. Going to take the three from the top of the key. It's off the rim. Won't go. Rebound comes down to Tromke. Tromke Had Wood sprinting down the floor, but missed him. Tromke gets it to the right wing. Going to hand it off to Brady Allmeyer. Back up top, it's tipped away, and it's going to go out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojans. Allmeyer's trying to get that pass to Will Taylor. Taylor will inbound it here just this side of half court. 30-21, 3:18 left in the third. Trojans with the lead. Allmeyer gets it to Tromke on the left side. Looking for Wood inside. Can't get it to him. Now he's going to skip it. Will Taylor, three from the right side. Off the front of the rim. Won't go. Kisker loses the rebound. It was picked up by Drew Scott for the Falcons. Here come Hitchcock County. Down the lane. Kicks it out. Unrain. Going to thought about the three. Can't get it. Nice defense by Tromke. Back up top it goes to Schilke. Schilke comes the right side to Unrain. Unrain trying to drive against Hoberty. Kicks it back up top. Drew Scott for three from the top of the key. Airballed it. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Trojan basketball. 2:44 left in the third. Trojans up by 9, 30-21. But a low scoring 8-3. Trojans have outscored the Falcons here in the third. Here's Tromke going to hand it off to Will Taylor at the free throw line. Throws it in for Brody Wood. It's knocked away by the Falcon. Goes out of bounds. It stays with the Trojans. Tromke will inbound it underneath their own basket off the far side. Trojans go to a box set with Hoberty and Wood at the blocks. Taylor and Allmeyer at the wings. Try to get it in. Tromke going to lob it up top. This is Will Taylor. Off to Brady Allmeyer on the right wing. Kicks it over to Hoberty. Hoberty. Up top goes to Tromke. I think we got to get Brady Allmeyer more involved in this offense. He's got 9 points all from behind the arc. Tromke working this side. Now gets it back to Allmeyer here on the left wing. Back up top to Tromke. Over to Hoberty on the right wing. Hoberty drives to the elbow, throws it away. Goes into the backcourt. It's going to be another over and back, the second one of the night for the Trojans. Well, Shepard saying, look to the basket, gentlemen. We're playing half-court basketball at half court. 30-21 your score. Trojans up 2:08 left in the third. Falcons with the ball going left to right. They get it to Unrain, almost stolen away by Hoberty. Go inside to Kisker. He'll have the easy bat. No, he missed it. Rolled around, didn't fall. Rebound comes down. Brody Wood. It kicks it out to Tromke. Tromke on the right wing. Tromke drives, gets inside, kicks it back out to Will Taylor. Taylor trying to drive, kicks it back over for Tromke. It's thrown away. And it'll be Hitchcock County ball. Another silly pass from the Trojans. 1:49 left now. It's still 30-21. Kisker was wide open and put that shot up. It rolled all the way around the rim. And then Coach Rath said, you got to make sure that goes in. Kisker took off and ran down the other end of the floor. Allmeyer goes out. In comes Maverick Webb for the Trojans. Here's Schilke. Gets off the right side to Drew Scott. Back up top, Gaston. Goes left side to Unrain. Guarded by Hoberty. Unrain's going to drive. Gets stopped by Hoberty. Steps back for the three. Shot is way short. Kisker gets the rebound. Nobody boxed him out. Now he's going to lose it out of bounds. Hoberty knocked it out, though. It'll be Falcon basketball underneath their own basket off the far side of the hoop. We're going left to right across your radio dial. 1:32 left here in the third period. It's 30-21. Trojans lead it. Drew Scott to the free throw line. Kicks it out. Schilke going to try to drive. Gets stopped. Back to Drew Scott, top of the key. Back to Schilke here on the right wing. Lobs it inside for Kisker, and he's fouled by Tromke. Tromke's going to pick up his third. At some point, you got to let Trent Kisker just make them shots. He is 1 of 5 from the free throw line. But Tromke just picked up his third. Brody Wood's got 3. Will Taylor's got 2 for the Trojans. Falcons only had 3 fouls all night. Kisker hits the free throw. He's got 14 points to lead Hitchcock County. 30-22. Can he make it 23? Let's thank Red Willow Chemical, Ruggles Seeds, Sawtown Sundries, Southwest Public Power District, and Kisker hits the second one. 15 for Trent Kisker now. He's 3 of 7 from the free throw line. 30-23, a 7-point Trojan lead. 1:15 left in the third. Tromke, top of the key. Looking around, kicks it back up to Hoberty. He's driving inside, gets down to the block, going to put it up, and he misses his first shot of the night. Gets his own rebound, tries to drive inside, blocked from behind. So a missed 2 in a row. Now Hoberty's going to get called for a reaching foul. That is the 4th team foul on the Trojans, just 1 on the Falcons here in the second half. In fact, they've only had 3 fouls called on them all game. Very disciplined in football. It looks like it's extended over to the basketball court. 59 seconds left, a 7-point Trojan lead, 30-23. Falcons with the ball. Unrain, left side to Schilke at the wing. Schilke going to come up top and almost stolen by Tromke, but Drew Scott has it. He's on the right wing, just got away with the double dribble. Kisker working top of the key, and the referee says no, he bobbled it. Drew Scott gets it back to Kisker, working against Brody Wood, back to Scott on the right wing. The dribble back up top, gets it to Unrain, back to Scott. Everything kind of going through Drew Scott right now. Him and Kisker. Scott working the right wing, going to drive inside, gets into Will Taylor, shots up, won't go. Air ball, rebound comes down to Hoverty. Out to Tromke with 20 seconds left. Across the timeline, right side of the floor. Down to 19. Working up top. Working out there against Drew Scott. Tromke going to get it to Will Taylor at the elbow. Fakes it to him. Going to drive inside. Taylor back up top. This is Hoverty, 3 on the way. Ben Hoverty drills a 3. Ben Hoverty has 11 from the left side up top. 2-1. Here's a three-quarter shot from the Falcons. Off the rim, won't go. 33-23. The Trojans up by 10 after 3 periods of play. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here with quarter number 4 right after this on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
You don't have to wait in line for your prescription and over-the-counter medications. Stop by Mark's Pharmacy in Cambridge today, and you'll see the difference. Whether you have a new prescription, need a refill, or would like to transfer your prescription, you will be in and out in minutes with your prescription in hand and your mind at ease. We also offer free daily deliveries to many local areas. If you would like more information about how Mark's Pharmacy can save you time and money, feel free to give us a call at 697-3400. Mark's Pharmacy in Cambridge. Like us on Facebook today.
Valmont is a leader in the industries that they serve, creating a vital infrastructure and advancing agricultural productivity. Valmont and McCook is part of over 80 manufacturing facilities, doing business in over 100 countries. They're committed to leverage innovation to make our world better. Valmont, improving life in Southwest Nebraska and around the world. Learn more online at valmont.com.
Listen online at 1021kzmc.com and on the 1021 KZMC mobile app.
Unrain with the ball, kicks it to Schilke down here in the corner. Falcons going left, right across radio down. Now Drew Scott left wing, back up top to Gaston. Gaston right side to Schilke. Goes inside for Kisker, working against Brody Wood. Shots up, won't go. Wood with the rebound. Kicks it out to Tromke. Trojans trying to get on the run now. They lead it by 10, 33-23, just starting the fourth quarter. Tromke trying to get it up top, gets it to Hoverty here on the left wing. Down the corner goes Maverick Webb, now back to Hoverty. Back out to Webb, 3 on the way from Maverick Webb. Can he get it? It's his first shot, no. Rebound, Brody Wood puts it up, can't get it to go. And the rebound's tipped around and fought for. Webb saves it. Oh, no, it's Hoverty, but it's into the hands of the Falcons. Here comes Unrain with it. Unrain, the lefty, kicks it off to Schilke here on the right side. Back up top to Gaston. Gaston has only shot once tonight and isn't even really looking to shoot. Schilke on the right wing. Back up top to Gaston. Left side it goes to Scott. Inside to Kisker, working against Brody Wood. Shots up and in, and Brody Wood picks up his 4th foul. With 7:03 left, let's mark that down. 7:03, Brody Wood, 4th foul. Checking into the ball game will be Braden Miller. He's had a good first quarter, and he hasn't been back in since. So Kisker has 17, looking to make it 18. 33-25. He can make it a 7-point game with this free throw. He's 3 of 7 on the night. 1 of 5 in the first half, 2 of 2 here in the second. Free throw on the way, swishes it. He's got 18. 18 of the 26. It's been all Trent Kisker here tonight. Tromke working on the right side up high. Going to get to the top of the key. Comes left side to Hoverty. Hoverty over to Maverick Webb on the right wing. Gets it back to Tromke. Tromke goes inside and he's fouled. Going to be fouled by Kisker. That's Kisker's 3rd. It'll be Trojan basketball right in front of their bench down low on the baseline. Will Taylor going to throw it in the backcourt to Maverick Webb. Webb gets it to Tromke across the timeline via the pass. Going to work top of the key. Here comes Unrain now. 2-3 defense for the Falcons. They've been playing man-to-man most of the night. Webb back up top. He's stolen away by Unrain. Unrain down the floor, kicks it off to Drew Scott. He lays it up and in. Falcons making a comeback now. It's 33-28. They're on a 5-0 run here to start the fourth quarter. Tromke, Brady Allmar getting ready to check in for the Trojans. Will Taylor got it up top on the left side, drives downside, Worked it against Kisker, and we got a foul. No, we're going to call a travel. Turnover here. Maverick Webb will go out. Brady Allmeyer back into the ball game. So it's Allmeyer, Miller, Chomke, Hoverty, and Taylor out there for the Trojans. Here's Schilke with it. Left side, it goes to Drew Scott. Back up top to Gaston. Right side now to Unrain. Goes inside for Kisker. Can't make it in. Hoverty gets the rebound. And knocked away by Kisker. It's on the floor. Hoverty gets it right back, though. Chomke bringing it up the floor now across the timeline right side. 5:55 left in the game. 33-28, 5-point lead for the Trojans. Hoverty, left side to Will Taylor. Taylor's going to take the three. It's off the mark. Goes out of bounds and on the air ball, and it'll be Hitchcock County basketball. 33-28, Trojans lead it by 5 with 5:40 left here in the ball game. Falcons with the ball. Schilke comes right side to Unrain. Unrain back up top to Gas and left side to Drew Scott to lob it inside for Kisker. Shots up and in. Trent Kisker, 20 points tonight, leading all scorers and really leading the Falcons. The next person is Drew Scott with 7, and then Unrain with the other 3. Inside, Ben Hoverty working against Kisker. Kicks it out. Allmeyer, 3 on the way. In and out. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes down to Gaston. A 3-point lead for the Trojans. They led by 10 at the start of the fourth quarter. It's been a 7-0 run for Hitchcock County. Gaston into Unrain. Goes down low for Kisker. Shots up and in. Kisker with 22. 1-point ball game now on a 9-0 run are the Falcons. Trojans lead it by 1, 33-32. Timeout, Trojans. 4:57 left in the ball game. Trojans lead it by 1. Back after this on Troop Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
'Tis the holiday season, and nothing sounds better than unwrapping the new year with an associate degree or certificate from Mid-Plains Community College. Transform your future by enrolling in spring classes through MPCC. Whether you're looking to enhance your skills or just learn something new, MPCC can help you achieve your goals. Spring semester is just around the corner, so give us a call today at 308-345-8100 or visit our website at mpcc.edu.
Your local sports authority is the HFRSN.
Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Gorham back with you along with August Miller back at the studios, and McCook doing a fabulous job tonight. 33-32 your score. Cambridge with a 1-point lead. A little over 5 minutes left in this game. Trojans led at 33-23. It's 4:57, just a little under 5 minutes, I'm sorry. Trojans led this 33-23 to start the fourth quarter, but it's been a 9-0 run here from the Falcons. Brady Allmeyer to get it in. He's going to throw it in the backcourt to Carson Tromke. Tromke will bring it back up across the timeline. Picked up by Drew Scott. Tromke. Man-to-man defense now to the Falcons. They get it off to Allmeyer. Back to Tromke. Tromke comes left side to Hoverty. Now down to Will Taylor in the corner. Back up top to Hoverty. Hoverty, right side to Allmeyer. Back to Tromke on the right wing. Tromke working against Drew Scott. Tries to drive, gets stopped. Goes back up top to Will Taylor. Left side now to Hoverty. Hoverty over to Tromke. Tromke gets to the free throw line, backs it back out, gets it to Hoverty on the left side up high. Back to Will Taylor. Now back to Tromke, right wing. He's going to take the three, buries it. Carson Tromke with a big shot right there. Finally gets the Trojans on the board here in the fourth. Lead back to 4, 36-32, 4:10 left in the game. Unrain gets it off to Gasson. Now off to Drew Scott. Goes inside for Kisker. He loses the ball. Tromke has it knocked away, and they're going to say it goes off Kisker. It should have been a foul right there. Coach Rath arguing that the ball went off Tromke, but he's probably lucky that Kisker didn't get a foul right there. It should have been foul number 4. 36-32, only 2 fouls called in each half on the Falcons. They've had 4 fouls all night. 5 here on the Trojans here in the second half. Taylor gets it down to Hoverty. Hoverty back up top to Allmeyer. Allmeyer back to Tromke. Tromke goes right side to Will Taylor. Thought about the three, doesn't take it, gets it back to Hoverty. He'll take the three, top of the key, goes in and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Unrain. Unrain pushing it up the floor. Working against Braden Miller, got away at the travel. Schilke now, back over to Gaston. Gaston right side to Drew Scott, goes inside for Kisker, working against Hoverty. Shots up, won't go. Hoverty, shots blocked. Gaston turned around, he's going to get the shot and one. Gaston's first basket of the night. This is second shot tonight. Foul is on number 12, Will Taylor, his third. He had 2 in the first quarter, hasn't fouled since until that one. 36-34. Gaskin's going to make it a 1-point game here. Gaskin goes in and out, can't get it to go, and they got a foul on Kisker. Didn't think they were going to call it. He came way over the back there, and he picks up foul number 4. Third team foul. 5 team fouls tonight, 4 of them on Kisker. He's also got older points, 22 out of the 34. 2-point lead for the Trojans, 3:15 left in the game. Tromke, right side up high, dribbles left, down the lane he goes. Gets down to the block, spin move, turnaround jumper is good. Carson Tromke off the glass, a tough shot right there. He's got 11 now for the Trojans, back up by 4. 3 minutes left in the game. Schilke comes right side to Unring, guarded by Braden Miller. Off to Gasson, left side it goes to Drew Scott. He's going to try to drive, turns, shoots, short, and is picked up by Allmeyer. Out to Tromke on the outlet. Trojans will slow it down. 4-point lead, 2:50 left in the game. Coach Shepard said, let's slow it down here. Tromke going to work inside. It's down to the block. Spin move again. Turnaround jumper once again. Shot won't go. Rebound comes down to Drew Scott. Scott trying to drive down the lane. Turns, kicks it back up to Unrain. 3 on the way. And it will be short. Rebound to Will Taylor on the air ball. Hoverty going to bring it up for the Trojans now. Kicks it back over to Tromke. He'll bring it across the timeline. 2:25 left in the game. Trojans are up by 4, 38-34. Will Taylor on the right side. Working against Gasson. Gets it off to Allmeyer. Back to Tromke. Wide open 3. It's off the front of the rim. Won't go. Will Taylor does a great job to get the rebound right there. Throws it back to Tromke and throws it away. It's a third over and back call on a silly pass from the Trojans. 2:08 left in the game. 38-34. Trojans are up. Falcons have the ball. Coach Shepard will not be happy about those 3 passes on the over and backs. Drew Scott gets the inbound, comes back to Unrain here on the right side, gets it back to Schilke. Schilke going inside for Kisker. Back out, Drew Scott wide open 3 to give the Falcons the lead, misses it. Rebound, Schilke, jumper on the way, can't get it to go. Rebound, Will Taylor, it's off, and it's going to be picked up by Carson Tromke. No foul called on Gaston there. 1:50 left in the game, 38-34. Trojans with the lead and the ball going right to left. Tromke going to get a screen from Miller. Going to get it down to Allmeyer in the right left corner. Back up top to Tromke. Tromke's going to be fouled by Drew Scott. His first. Just the team's 4th. They got to start fouling because they got to get to the 1-and-1. 1:34 left in the game. Trojans lead it by 4. Allmeyer, the freshman, to inbound it for the Trojans. They get in the backcourt to Tromke. He's guarded by Drew Scott. Tromke guarded by, he's going to be fouled by Scott again. That's the 5th team foul, and Scott's 5th. Ball back to half court. 1:31 left in the game. Trojans up by 4 still. Allmeyer goes it into Tromke. Tromke working across. He's going to be fouled by Drew Scott again. That could almost be intentional because he didn't go for the ball there. That is the 6th team foul. Now both teams with 6 will shoot free throws the rest of this ball game for both teams. And that is Drew Scott's 3rd personal foul. Of course, those were all intentional fouls. They were trying to get the foul there. Tromke gets the inbound, guarded by Gaston now. Tromke going to work up top, gets a double team. Looking inside, gets it into Braden Miller. We got a timeout by Coach Shepard. 1:19 left in the ball game, 38-34. Trojans with the lead. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Your vision source. Vision source. Lifetime Eye Care.
It's easy to forget about your eyes. They supply a steady stream of emotion directly to your soul. After all these years, you've just gotten used to all they do for you. Stop taking your eyes for granted and take them to Lifetime Eye Care. Visit the experts who not only care for your eyes, but care for the people behind them.
Your vision source. Vision source. Lifetime Eye Care.
Your local sports authority is the HFRSN.
True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. Trip going back with you along with August Miller back at the studios. Get in the backcourt to Will Taylor. Taylor going to bring it up against Kisker. 1:17 left in the game. Trojans are now going to have a foul on number 23, Jackson Unrain, his first of the night. 17th foul, and Will Taylor will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. 38-34, Trojans lead at 1:14 left in the game. Brody Wood checking into the ball game for the Trojans. They'll come in for Braden Miller. So Will Taylor at the free throw line for a 1-and-1. It's 38-34 at the minute 14 left. Trojans lead it by 4. Taylor's free throw is off. He misses it. So Will Taylor misses the free throw. The Falcons still alive. 1:10 left in the ball game. Unrain to Drew Scott here on the right wing. Back up top to Gaston, left side. This is Schilke. Schilke guarded by Allmeyer. Gets it back up top. Jackson Unrain for three. It's in, out. Can't get it to go. Brody Wood at the rebound. Kicks it out to Tromke. Tromke going to be guarded by Schilke, and Schilke's going to get a foul. And that'll send Tromke to the free throw line. 8th team foul. 2 more, and the Trojans will be in double bonus. See if Tromke can put the free throws in. He's not shot a free throw this season. First time at the line. 38-34. Trojans lead it by 4 with 54 seconds left. Tromke at the line for a 1-and-1. First one's on the way, and he missed it. Rebound comes down. It's picked up by Will Taylor. Taylor's going to be fouled, and he's going to be fouled by Keenan Gaston. Gaston's first. So the Trojans have not made a free throw tonight. They are 0 for 5 here tonight. Will Taylor back at the charity stripe trying to ice this game. They lead it by 4, 52 seconds left. Taylor, free throw on the way, swishes it. First time, the first free throw of the season for the Trojans. Will Taylor makes it with 52 seconds left in the ball game. 39-34, they're up by 5. This one will make it the Falcons have to hit 2 threes to tie it, and he got it. Will Taylor hits them both. 7 points for him. Here is number 23, Jackson Unring, coming up the floor, guarded by Hoberty. Top of the key, left side now goes to Schilke. Back up top, Kisker. Right side to Drew Scott underneath. Schilke, turnaround, jumper, got it. Mason Schilke buries that one, his first points of the night. Timeout by the Falcons. We'll keep it right here. 40-36, your score, a 4-point lead for the Trojans. Let's thank Tri-State Spraying Services Incorporated, Juanita Crossroads, for being sponsors here this evening. Also, Acres Equipment of McCook, Amateurs Bar and Grill, Brining Truck and Trailer, Cambridge Supermarket, Cambridge Telephone, Channel Seeds, Andrew Carpenter, Community Hospital, Corbelli Physical Therapy, Cross Creek Golf Link, Doyle Auto Repair in McCook, First Central Bank, First State Insurance of Cambridge, Foster Cells of Bartley, Hitchin A Public Transit, Hilltop Seeds, Cali Nilms, Honeyman Custom Harvesting, Huxall Seeds, Lifetime Eye Care, and Lockenauer Jones Mortuary for being sponsors here this evening, making it possible for us to bring you the ball game. 40-36, the Trojans are up by 4. About 30 seconds left. They have the timeout clock up right now. I believe it's about 30 seconds left in the ball game. The Trojans will be in double bonus with the next Hitchcock County foul. They have 16 fouls. So when they get a foul, it is 40-36 with 39.5 left in the game. Trojans have the ball going right to left. Hoberty to inbound it. They got Brady Allmeyer, Carson Tromke, Will Taylor, and it's knocked away by Kisker. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojans. 38.6 now. Almost a second ran off right there. The Hoberty will inbound it from the opposite side of the floor now. Allmeyer, Tromke, Wood, and Taylor out there. Schilke, Gaston, and Will Taylor gets the inbounds pass, crosses the timeline, pick up the ball, and he's fouled by Trent Kisker, and that's going to be it for Trent Kisker. So they're going to call this Unrein, and I didn't even see Unrein there. So Will Taylor back to the free throw line with 35 seconds left, trying to extend the 4-point lead. Free throw on the way, the double bonus, and it rolls around. It won't go, man. That rolled around the rim twice, then just kind of sit there on the back of the rim and then fell off the side. Make the lead 5 with this free throw. Shots on the way. It's too hard. Bounces around. This time he got the shooter's roll, though. Will Taylor with 8 points for the Trojans. Here's Unrain. Bringing it up against Hoberty. Finds Schilke. Back up top it comes Kisker. Right side, Drew Scott. Looking in under for Schilke. Turn around, jump around the short corner. Short air ball. Rebound. Gaston. He can't get the shot to go. Rebound spot for Gaston. Gets it. Back out to Unrain for 3. Shot short off the front of the rim. Tromke had the rebound. Now he's fouled. And that'll be on Mason Schilke. It'll be his second. So Tromke will go to the line to shoot 2 at the other end. 41-36, 5-point lead for the Trojans. 16.6 left in the game. Coach Shepard calling the team over. Let's thank Mark's Pharmacy and Shirley Case Coffee Shop, Medicine Creek Family Dentistry, Mid-Plains Community College, Midwest Liberty Federal Credit Union, MNB Bank, NC Plus Hybrids, Martin Schaefer. Tromke misses the first one. I'll tell you what, I bet there's free throw shooting practice at the next practice. I got a game tomorrow, but Monday I bet there is a lot of free throw shooting going on. Tromke's second one is on the way. He hit it. Makes his first free throw of the season. He's got 12 points. Here's a steal by Tromke. Tromke heading down the floor with 11 seconds left. Gets down underneath the basket, kicks it back out to Will Taylor. He's going to be fouled by Unrain, and that should wrap it up. Unrain's third foul right there. Let's thank Nebraska Corn Processing, Pinpoint Communications, Quality Urgent Care, River Valley Services, runs a restaurant, Samway Floor Covering and Furniture, Southwest Farm and Auto, Stockman's Bank for being sponsors. Free throw from Will Taylor. He missed it. Taco John's and McCook, Tri-Valley Health System, Tri-Valley Medical Foundation, Tromke Construction, Valmont Irrigation, Vero Wireless. And Will Taylor's free throw gets it. He got 9. That'll wrap up the game with 6 seconds left. Half-court shot from Schilke off the rim won't go. Let's also thank Vero Wireless, Waypoint Bank of Cambridge, Webb's Oilfield Service, and Western Select Genetics. Lance Schilke. Brody Wood got the steal to end the ball game. 43-36. The Trojans get the win to open the season. So sweep here for the Trojans tonight. The girls win, the boys win. We'll come back. We'll have the Corbelli Physical Therapy post-game show. We'll have Coach Clay Shepard join us, all the stats, and have your Amateurs Bar and Grill players of the game after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
At Hogemeyer, local means something greater. From our products to our people, we know what hybrids and varieties thrive here better than anyone. And we serve our neighbors in the Western Corn Belt with nothing less than the best. World-class seed offerings, hometown pride. That's Hogemeyer. Learn more at therightseed.com.
Call Ryan Huxell of Huxell Seeds today at 308-695-1097. That's 308-695-1097 for Huxell Seeds, 695-1097.
Honeyman Custom Chopping does more than just silage work, such as chopping, bagging, and packing. They do that very well, but Honeyman also specializes in swathing, merging, manure hauling, and grain hauling. Call Honeyman Custom Chopping today for a conversation about pricing and availability for your operation. Call 737-9159. That's 308-737-9159. And see their Facebook page to see some of their work. Honeyman Custom Chopping of Indianola, 308-737-9159.
At Hogemeyer, local means something greater. From our products to our people, we know what hybrids and varieties thrive here better than anyone. And we serve our neighbors in the Western Corn Belt with nothing less than the best. World-class seed offerings, hometown pride. That's Hogemeyer. Learn more at therightseed.com.
Here's to the locals, raised right here in the Western Corn Belt. We help them grow stronger. Learn more about the right seed from your local dealer, North 40.
J Distributing is your local welding, repair, and fabrication shop, and they do that very well. But Theron Jarecki of J Distributing also sells lines including DeWeese, Precision Planting, Hydrobed, Stoll Feeders, and Harvest International. J Distributing will work with you to elevate your planting, harvest, and cattle feeding equipment to maximize your investments. Call J Distributing at 340-2126. That's 308-340-2126, or stop into the shop west of Culbertson.
Attention golfers, Cross Creek Golf Links has a new membership, and it's called the Zip Membership for only $250, and yes, that includes your carts. This is a deal that you can't beat anywhere. Be sure to stop in or call the clubhouse at 308-697-4768 for more information on this and other great deals. Cross Creek Golf Links, your jewel of the Southwest.
A member of the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
Radio 101 KZMC. Trent Florham back here with you along with August Miller back at the studios. This is your Corbelli Physical Therapy postgame show. Corbelli Physical Therapy, located in downtown Cambridge, specializes in surgical rehabilitation, sports injuries, and chronic pain. Come in and ask about dry needling, a powerful therapy intervention used to restore movement impairment and restore function. They are committed to serving the area with high quality and affordable health care. Your hometown experts in pain management and rehabilitation. That's Corbelli Physical Therapy in downtown Cambridge. Final score once again, the Trojans beat the Falcons 43-36. Let's bring you the stats from the game tonight. First of all, for the Falcons, Drew Scott ended up with 7 points tonight. He was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Keenan Gaston with 2. Jackson Unrain with 3. Mason Schilke with 2. And leading the score for the Hitchcock County Falcons, actually leading all scores tonight, Trent Kisker 22 points on the evening, 4 of 8 from the free throw line. Overall, the Falcons go 5 of 10 from the charity stripe, 50%. For the Trojans tonight, a little bit more balanced scoring for them. Braden Miller had 2 points tonight. Brady Allmeyer had 9, as did Will Taylor. 11 points for Ben Hoberty. He went 0 of 1 for the free throw line. Taylor went 4 of 7, and Carson Tromke led the Trojans with 12 points. He was 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Brody Wood also went 0 of 2 from the charity stripe, but did not score here this evening. The Trojans go 4 of 13 on the night, just 31%. I'm seeing Coach Shepard making his way down here. Our Amateurs Bar and Grill players of the game, we're going to go with Ben Hoberty and Brady Allmeyer. Allmeyer, the freshman, had a good night shooting for the Trojans. So Ben Hoberty, Brady Allmeyer, Amateurs Bar and Grill players of the game. Join good friends for good food at Amateurs Bar and Grill on the highway here in Cambridge. And Coach Shepard getting his headset on here. And let's see if we can get it to work this time. As I said, I'm Trent Florham, joined now by Cambridge Trojan head coach Clay Shepard. And Coach started the season out right with a win.
Yeah, we did. That was just an awesome team win. The boys just kept fighting and fighting. Some of the shots that we think are normally going to go down weren't going down. The free throws weren't going down. But just fought, and that was awesome. That's a tough team. We probably caught them at a good time coming off the state football championship. But we kept playing and kept playing. We didn't get frustrated when things weren't going our way, and just stayed the course. It was awesome.
Yeah, kind of got out to a slow start, but then that third quarter, you guys kind of opened up there towards the end of it. And started the fourth quarter with a 10-point lead, but Hitchcock kind of went on a 9-0 run, got the lead down to 1 on you guys.
Brody didn't score a point tonight, but he was huge for us guarding Kisker down there, using his length to block some shots and just kind of stifled Kisker. And as soon as Brody went out, I think he pretty much had the 9-0 run by himself. And he's a tough player. He's probably as good a post player as we're going to play against in our league. But I thought Brody did a really good job on him. And then, we called that timeout, and I told the boys, as bad as this has gone, we're still up. And they all kind of just looked at the scoreboard and said, yeah, we're fine. And, these boys play a ton of basketball. They're kind of basketball junkies, and so they've been in all these spots before. We had 3 freshmen out there, and it didn't even faze them. Brady was, just trying to get back in the game as soon as he could in that fourth quarter, because they're just kids like that who want the ball in those tough situations, and just super proud of all the kids tonight.
Yeah, I thought Brady Allmeyer did a great job. He hit 3 threes for you this evening. But you're also right that Maverick Webb played some good defense, and Braden Miller came in and did a good job also on the defensive side.
Yeah, we going into this week, we weren't sure exactly what our rotation was going to look like, and just through practices this week, those freshmen have really stood out. They play hard every single day. They bring energy every single day. Braden Miller's a kid who's not much of a talker, when you get him in class, and then all of a sudden he comes to practice and he's the one amping everybody up. And, I just thought he deserved a chance, from doing that kind of stuff. And he came in there, he hit that little fadeaway and had some big rebounds. And then, like you said, Mav played great minutes, played some really good defense. Brady played some really good defense for a freshman. Those freshmen they're going to be tough. They're a little undersized. They're probably always going to be undersized, but they're going to be tough. And then, looking at the statue here, our normal cast of characters did their thing. All 3 of those guys, Carson with 12, Will with 9, Ben with 11, just kind of found a way to get to the hoop, to hit a tough contested 3. They were all huge. Just everybody who played tonight was huge. Defensively, offensively, handling the ball. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I kind of thought Ben Hoberty might have played his best game of his high school career so far tonight.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And he, we've talked a lot. He went through football season and just got better every single game. And we said, we hope it is the same for basketball. And we've talked about how last year on JV he was our leading scorer. By the end of the year he was scoring 20 most games. And so we knew he had it in him. And he showed that really well tonight. Whether it was offensive rebounds. We kind of wanted him to attack a little bit more, but he got to the hoop at some crucial times, and then he buried a 3, which was awesome. So it was a ton of fun.
He made his first 4 shots of the night. He was 4 of 4 at one time, and then he missed that free throw. And then he got to miss a couple of shots after. It came right back. It didn't seem to bother me. It was like I'm going to keep shooting because I know I can make them.
Yeah, that's just this group in a nutshell. Is nothing really phases them. Even Mav had that turnover late. And, he was back on defense, pressure on the ball, immediately. And they just, I don't, it's a super fun group to coach. They just love basketball, and they just, I don't know if it was old man ball tonight, they probably would have played just as hard. And that's just how they are, which makes it a joy to coach.
So tomorrow night, going to take on the Juanita Palisade Broncos. They took on Wallace tonight. Another team that maybe you have a little bit of a leg up on, just because they didn't even know who their coach was till towards the end of October, about 3/4 of the way through the football season. They finally found out that Joseph Freck was going to coach them. So brand new coach, didn't really get to do anything during the summer. A horrible mess that they had over there with the passing of their basketball coach. So talk to us about Juanita Palisade, what you know about them, and how do you guys get the W tomorrow?
Yeah, it'll kind of be anybody's guess what they're going to do. I'd put on the scouting report that defensively it could be anything. Could be a full court run and jump press. Could be packed in 2-3. So we don't really know. I do know that they have some pretty good athletes. Great, I think it's Graydon Sutherland, really good track athlete, and he was kind of coming along at the end of the last basketball season before he got hurt. So he's going to be kind of our maybe main guy to stop. But then Michael Duvel has played a lot of basketball. I mean, I think he's been starting since he was a freshman. And they got some young guys that they're excited about. I know their freshman class is supposed to be pretty solid. So it's we're just gonna have to go play and figure it out on the go. And we have a little bit of a grasp on no matter what they do, what we're gonna do. But it's probably just gonna be a fly by the seat of our pants and figure it out as we go.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win tonight, and good luck tomorrow night at Juanita Palisade.
Appreciate it, Trent.
That was Cambridge Trojan head coach Clay Shepard. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here with more high school basketball on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
They say if you listen hard enough, you can hear the corn grow. It's true. When you're out in the field, you understand its challenges and what it needs to thrive. Channel Seedsmen bring insights from the field to our team of Bayer plant breeders. Their knowledge inspires our product development. From your best ground to your most challenging conditions, our products are designed to perform in your fields.
This is Andrew Carpenter, your local Channel Seedsman covering Furnace County and surrounding areas. Please contact me at 308-737-9394.
When you think internet, think Pinpoint. For fiber to the home, think Pinpoint. When you want streaming backed by quality internet, think Pinpoint. Pinpoint Communications has the tools to keep you happy while streaming, gaming, video chatting, working from home, and more. Look, when you want faster speed for an affordable investment, think Pinpoint. Pinpoint Communications, online at pnpt.com.
The staff at River Valley Services in Cambridge is ready to take care of all your refrigeration, plumbing, HVAC, electrical, and trenching jobs. You see, whether it's at work, on the farm, or at home, there is no job too big or too small. These boys can do it all. River Valley Services are available 7 a.m. till 4, but that doesn't mean they won't handle your emergency at a moment's notice. River Valley Services. Call 308-697-4815. That's 308-697-4815. 697-4815.
Samway Floor Covering and Furniture.
Comfortable, beautiful furniture from Samways. Outfitting every room of your home with relaxing and stylish pieces that make you smile every time you enter. From dining to reclining, end tables to the beds they accent. Samways has a giant showroom where you can actually touch, feel, and firsthand experience quality furniture. Right here in McCook at Samways.
Samway Floor Covering and Furniture. You'll love this store.
The most coverage lives here.